What is going on, everyone? It's Super here and welcome to another Injustice 2 video. Now today we're going to be talking about something that I've been getting a ton of questions about on Twitter, in the comment section of videos, which is our, I guess, complete look at the Injustice 2 roster, which was shown during yesterday's Watchtower. So I'll put it up on the screen right now, and as you guys see, we get to see pretty much all the character slots. We get 28 base character slots, and then we get 2 question mark slots, which one of them is most likely going to be a random character select slot, which is probably going to be the top one, by the way. Now, there is a small chance that those question marks can be special characters, you know, like secret characters, but if we take Mortal Kombat X's roster into consideration, there was a question mark at the top signifying random character select, and it looks like they modeled this character select screen for Injustice 2 pretty similarly to the one that was in MKX. So I'll put the MKX one on the screen right now, and as you guys see, the character roster selection looks almost identical. There's a question mark there for random character select, and then we have Kotal Khan there at the bottom, which would mean that there's definitely going to be one character in the bottom of the question mark. So what characters are left? So we have Brainiac. Brainiac, from the looks of, if they keep with the Mortal Kombat X theme, which it looks like they are, Brainiac is going to be locked by default, and then once you complete story mode, he will be the left character all the way on the left hand side. The bottom left character, that's probably going to be Brainiac. And just like the Mortal Kombat X roster, Shinnok, which is the big bad in Mortal Kombat X, was unlocked after you pass the story mode, and he's all the way to the bottom left. Moving on now to Darkseid. Darkseid is most likely going to be the right hand side, all the way down there to the right, just like Goro was for Mortal Kombat X. So that just leaves the one roster spot on the bottom, which is the bottom question mark, and that's most likely going to be the Joker, because the Joker is, for the most part, I would probably say, unless they throw a giant curveball at us, which I doubt that's going to happen, the Joker is probably going to be the final reveal character. And for a lot of people who always ask me, how do you know that it's going to be the Joker? Or what makes you think it's going to be the Joker? It's because of this leak right here that I'll put up on the screen right now. So this list came to be on, I think it was December 31st or January 1st. One of those 2 days, as soon as the year started, pretty much. This person who said that he worked in the mobile department for Injustice 2 got to see different art designs and different models that are going to be in the Injustice 2 mobile game, which means that they're probably going to be in the main game, because the Injustice game mobile game is based around the main game. So as soon as the game comes out, obviously they're not going to have extra characters that are not going to be in the main game. They're going to add those a little bit later. So all the characters that are going to be on the main game are probably going to be in the mobile device. And so this person actually leaked a list of different art designs that he saw from the mobile game. And so far, every single one of these names has come true. And there were a lot of names here that a lot of people, including myself, didn't think were going to come true. And just like clockwork, boom, 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 every single name, every single character, every single prediction came true. So unless the Joker's prediction or the Joker's, leak is literally the only one that doesn't come true, the Joker will be the final character on the regular 28 character roster for Injustice 2, and he will be right next to Harley Quinn, right down there below the first question mark, which is most likely going to be a random character select question mark. The Joker will be right down there next to Harley Quinn. So I've been getting asked a ton about, which characters do I think are going to go where, and, what my opinions are of our first look pretty much of the entire roster. excluding 3 characters, which we know who they're going to be. So I figured I would make this video and I would put what characters I think are going to go in what roster slots, and also give you guys my thoughts on the roster. Okay, so the Injustice 2 roster looks to fill a lot of the fan base's requests. Not every single one of them, but it seems like they really tried hard to not only have the mainstream, for example, like Justice League characters and just the most popular characters, but they wanted to get fan favorite characters that might not be like totally mainstream. They use Dr. Fate as an example, you know, Swamp Thing, Captain Cold. These characters are not, you know, super mainstream, but they have great backstories and they're great characters. So I think that, you know, excluding some characters might get some of the fan base, you know, triggered and angry, but we got to keep in mind there's still 9 DLC characters. And one thing I will say about WB, they are a company trying to make money. So if Red Hood, if Starfire, if Beast Boy, these characters can for sure end up being DLC characters, because WB knows they're fan favorite characters and they want to make that money, so they might save them for DLC characters. And as scummy as it is, as messed up as it is, we gotta keep in mind WB is in it to make money, of course. Might not be, it's not NetherRealm's fault. I'm sure if it was up to them, they would have like all their favorite characters in the game. But we do have to keep in mind about WB wanting to make some money. But my opinion on the roster is, so far there hasn't been one character that I don't want to try and play. So I guess that's a good sign, right? Because if I want to try out every single one of these characters and there isn't one character that I'm like, I don't really want to try, you know, I'll throw you guys some names of characters that I've heard a lot of people not really too interested in. Cheetah. A lot of people don't really seem to be too interested in Cheetah, and I'm really interested in her because she looks like she is going to be a command grab heavy character. She's all rushed down. Another one, Wonder Woman. She's back from Injustice 1. Don't really look forward to playing her, but she did get a pretty nice rework. She got a lot of different moves. Her trait got a lot better. You know, it's not the stand switch trait anymore. You actually get different power-ups. So I'm definitely interested in her. Let me see what other character. Cyborg. Now, Cyborg I can't really go into, but I like the fact that the gear is going to suit Cyborg a lot, because you're going to be able to change his color. You're going to be able to put masks on him like we saw from the gear showcase trailer, but a lot of people aren't too happy about him making a return. They thought his gameplay was really boring in the first game, and let's just hope that they do something with Cyborg to like redesign him to make him a lot of fun. But you know, those are just some examples of characters that a lot of people are not really too excited about, but I'm like, you know, I want to play these characters for one reason or another. So overall, I am very happy with the roster. There's a ton of characters here who I didn't know too much about that I'm happy that they're in the game so I can learn a little bit more about them. For example, Firestorm. He's in my top 3 characters that I want to play, like most anticipated characters. His gameplay looks absolutely amazing. Just look at the costume on the screen right now. It looks so fucking cool. Another character that I really didn't know too much about, Captain Cold. He's another character who I don't know too much about, but has the most unique playstyle in Injustice 2, and I'm really looking forward to playing him. So overall, I think they hit a lot of different fan bases' desires to have, you know, mainstream characters, while at the same time having some characters that not too many people know of. So that's going to be the end of today's video, guys. Let me know what you think about the entire Injustice 2 roster, and let me know what you guys think about my predictions for where these characters are going to go: Joker, Brainiac, and Darkseid. So until next time, I will see you guys later. What's going on, guys? It's Super here. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you guys subscribe or check out any of these videos linked at the top. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.